Hey DJ, this is Mrs. Skoglund. Just wanted to give you a little feedback on your summer assignment. So we're mostly going to be talking about question 2 since that was the one that you starred, but I'll kind of reference some other parts of your project throughout the video as well. Alright, so to start off, the first thing that I look for in a body paragraph, which is what kind of this structure is called, is a topic sentence, and ideally we want that to answer the question that was provided and kind of preview what's going to come in the paragraph. So I think you are doing an awesome job with your topic sentences, DJ. I like especially how this one you preview what luxuries and abundance do, what Asia, the factors that Asian countries are having, and then what automated machines are doing to cause more R-directed thinking. So I think that you said that in a great and also concise way. So really good job. Next, I actually look at the end of your paragraph for a concluding sentence, and we want that to also tie back up to the question and sort of signal to the reader that the paragraph is ending. Again, I think you did a great job of summarizing this and also sort of getting to the importance of why, I like what you said, coming generations are going to have to develop these new skills. So really good job. The next thing I looked at was evidence, and I would encourage you, DJ, to maybe select your evidence a little more specifically. Like you have good evidence, but notice it's like really long, and I think that's part of what's making your paragraphs a little bit long. The evidence that you use is just kind of a support for your own ideas and analysis. So kind of my rough rule is evidence really shouldn't be longer than maybe 1 to 2 lines. Okay, so pick just the most important part of this and get it cut down to that. In terms of embedding your evidence or how you're integrating it, let me actually find an example. So you have some examples that are really nicely embedded. So for example, if I read this one out loud, it says, management meta guru Tom Peters puts it nicely, saying that for white-collar workers, software is a forklift for the mind. That's really nice because even with the quote, it blends right in with your own writing and it reads really smoothly. However, you do have some moments, DJ, where it's not as smooth. So like this one, in the text, Pink explains the L-directed thinking job increase and the rationale behind their wages. In recent years, few issues, blah, blah, blah. So notice how those should almost just be separate sentences. And we don't want that with the quote, right? We want it to be like this one where there is a flowing kind of lead in to it. So just something to think about going back and revising. Next, I looked at commentary. I think you're doing a great job with your commentary. You don't just summarize the quote, you actually analyze and tie back to the question or give an example. So I know we're talking about question 2, but I really like in question 1 how a lot of your commentary used examples that really developed the evidence that you had selected. And here in paragraph 2, I like how, like when you're talking about the influence that Asian countries have, you say this is creating a need for R-directed thinkers to do the skills that are kind of left, right? Or those more creative skills, which really ties back to that question nicely. So great job. Lastly, sorry, I'm trying to find it. I looked at conventions and citations. I think your conventions look really good, DJ. I can definitely tell you proofread. I don't see any big capitalization or punctuation issues. Would encourage you to fix your citations so there's not going to be a period at the end of the quote. It's just at the end of the sentence. And I know that seems kind of minor, but we just want to make sure those are consistent. I also thought you did a great job on your art-directed activities. And I really liked especially this chapter 3 one where you wrote the different paragraphs. First of all, it cracked me up that they had the same name, but this guy was just like the 4th, so that was funny. And I think that you definitely included details about the Industrial Revolution versus, the conceptual age that showed me that you understood that. So anyway, just wanted to give you a little feedback.